important to know what a healthy relationship looks like. We've talked to some local students and asked their opinions. What should a healthy relationship look like?
Communication.
Trust.
Jinx.
I think that a healthy relationship, there needs to be a fine balance between time with your friends and then time with your significant other.
Make time for them, but
Yes,
have time to be
because
separate.
there's so many relationships that everybody's just so controlling, they're I just want you to myself and I'm gonna make you quit talking to all your friends. And there needs to be a healthy balance between that.
Should include
Communication. I think that's the biggest thing. And honesty. That's another big key.
I agree with that a lot. Definitely communication, because if there's no communication, then that could cause a lot of problems.
understanding if your girlfriend has guy best friends that they're not doing anything with them, they're just friends.
Right. And I think communication is a big part of that too.
Yeah.
Because you have to talk about things. You don't need to be where are you? What are you doing? Every single second of the day. Hey, I'm going to go hang out with friends. Okay, have fun,
Yeah.
It's okay
Honesty.
to not talk 24/7.
Holding hands, laughing together, and eating a lot of food together. Because then you see the other person's true self, just eating food together.
Good communication. Talking to each other about things.
Being able to be yourself.
Your boyfriend is bringing you food randomly. Yeah. It's a good relationship.
That supports
I
you.
don't.
Yeah.
Like-
Someone that can deal with panic attacks.
Because those happen a lot. But I feel
Yeah.
like there's so many things going on, there's sports or there's other activities outside of school, and I feel in a high school relationship, you should have somebody that supports you 100%. They don't want you to not do that thing. They push you to succeed and be better in life.
To me, love is you spend so much amount of time with someone and you know them and you see something with them.
I believe that love is a very compassionate thing where it's people caring for one another and kind of leaning against each other when they need to.
Yeah, love is supporting each other when you need it.
Love is putting others before yourself.
I think love is whenever you care about somebody so much that you would do pretty much anything just to make them smile and see them be happy.
I think it's about being yourself. You're comfortable enough to be who you are around that person.
Yeah.
I think love is not putting anyone in a situation that they wouldn't want to be in to make them uncomfortable and never being harmful or putting them down in any way. Always make sure that they are in a happy mood.
They're your number one supporter.
Yeah.
So what are some signs of an unhealthy relationship?
Well, cowering down to the other person, always being afraid to speak your mind to them, and forgetting that your opinion matters too in the relationship.
They argue all the time. They never talk to each other.
They're easily jealous of other girls.
Yeah. When they're too controlling, they try to live your life for you.
And I always noticed that whenever a girl was starting to dress up, wear really nice clothes, and all of a sudden the next month I would see them in baggy sweats and baggy sweatshirts and trying really hard not to show off or look good at all, and just not caring about their appearance. And I think that's always been kind of a tell sign in our school, at least.
I think a big part of noticing when someone's in an abusive relationship is little flinches that they may do at any small movement towards them, or even that looks like it could be directed at them. They'll kind of flinch, or they'll brace themselves for the pain because either they feel like they said the wrong thing or they said something that would usually set off their partner and cause them to hit them. I don't want to use the word cause, but I can't think of any better word for it.
Arguing, no, you're fine. Arguing or grabbing each other. If someone puts you down, makes you think less of yourself.
They're in it for the sexual experience and not for the caring and love from the other person.
I think if somebody's trying to get the other person's attention and
that person just isn't really looking like they're reciprocating, that can definitely be a sign.
I've had friends before that have like had a boyfriend that they want to break up with, but they say like that they're gonna kill themselves, and it like forces them to not break up with them. I think that's very unhealthy because it causes the other person to have thoughts like, am I a bad person for making them want to kill themselves?
So how can social media be used, or how have you seen it be used to make a relationship unhealthy?
I have actually seen people who will post like very showing images and like tag a bunch of boys in it, and so they can see everything. Or I know a lot of people will get jealous when like a guy or a girl comments on someone else's picture, and it starts stuff when they're.
People can also use social media to like cheat on somebody else, like direct messaging and stuff like that, sexting and stuff like that, they're direct messages.
A girl feels really comfortable wearing, like if I want to dress up one day and my boyfriend's like, who are you trying to impress? Or if I take a selfie and I post it and some guy likes my picture and they're going to try to get angry, that's not what a relationship should consist of. They should be commenting on it like, ooh, that's my girl, something just
positive.
Show you off.
Or posting your selfie, or like, it shouldn't matter what another person thinks about your social media, or like asking for passwords. Like, that's just dumb. Like, that's your own personal stuff. I don't care if you guys have been dating for a year or 2 years. Like, that's your own stuff. You should be able to control it. Like, you know what's best for you, so you need to do that.
Excessive whenever, like, boyfriend or girlfriend will like go down your followers list or like who you're following and like tell you no, like you need to unfollow that one, or you need to unfriend them, or you need to block them or something. Like, that's just like over the top.
Often dating violence has a repeating cycle. That cycle includes 3 phases. The first phase is the tension building phase. It includes walking on eggshells or moodiness, feeling like you're not really sure what's going to happen or when it's going to happen. You just know that something is going to happen. The second phase is the violent phase. That could include physical violence, but it could also include things like throwing things or breaking things that are important to you. Anything that makes you afraid for your safety. The third phase is what we call the honeymoon phase. It includes apologies or presents, promises that it won't happen again. But it always leads back to the first phase, which is the tension building phase again.
Hi, my name's Elizabeth. I am the victim advocate for the Belton Police Department. What I'm going to talk to you about today is some signs of a healthy relationship. What does a healthy relationship look like? So my number one thing is mutual respect. So you need to enjoy hanging out with each other, doing what each other wants to do. Take turns doing what each other wants to do. The second one is trust. You need to be able to trust your partner. Trust that they're not stepping out in the relationship. Trust that they are where they are. They're going to say they are going to be. The third one is honesty. Honesty and trust kind of go hand in hand with each other. If you don't have trust, then you can't be honest with each other. You need to be open with your partner, but respect your partner as well. The fourth one is support. You need to support each other. When your world is falling apart, you need to be there for the other person. Also be there, though, for them when things are going great. When they are getting a good grade or made the basketball team, you need to be there for them. The next one is fairness and equality. We kind of discussed this a little bit already, but take turns deciding where to go out. Take turns deciding what movie to watch. Don't always dominate one side or dominate your guys' actions and your activities. The next one is separate identities. This is a really big one. Don't lose yourself in the relationship. You need to make sure that who you are stays and that person and your partner respects who you are. It kind of goes with the fairness and taking turns. If you are constantly doing what they want to do, you end up losing yourself and losing who you are. The last one is good communication. Now, this one's hard even for adults. You have to make sure that you don't interrupt each other. You have open body language. You don't talk over the other person. And you guys can disagree on things. Just make sure you're doing it respectfully.
If you or someone you know is being put down by a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you're not alone. According to loveisrespect.org, 1.5 million high school students experience physical abuse every year.